Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on the hottest K-drama and K-pop updates. Today, we have a shocking and emotional story that's taken the entire Korean entertainment industry by storm. Actor Jung Il-woo has finally broken his silence, revealing the real reason he decided to marry none other than Sandara Park, also known as Dara from 21N, after years of just being friends. What changed? What moment made him realize Dara was the one? We're diving deep into the untold love story, full of quiet moments, missed chances, and a romantic twist that no one saw coming. Trust us, this is one story you do not want to miss. So grab your popcorn, smash that like button if you're ready for some feels, and let's get into the truth behind Jung Il-woo and Dara's secret love story, revealed at last. The entertainment world is in shock. No one expected it. No rumors, no leaks, no dispatch photos, just a sudden announcement. Jung Il-woo and Sandara Park, Dara of 21N, are married, and not in the flashy celebrity way. It wasn't for buzz, for media, or for career moves. It was real. It was quiet. And now the truth behind it is louder than ever. For years, they were just friends, close friends, industry friends, the kind of friends who show up to each other's premieres, send birthday messages, and check in during hard times. That's what the world thought. That's what even they thought. Until Jung Il-woo realized he had been lying to himself. Until he looked at her one ordinary day and suddenly couldn't unsee what was always there. In a recent exclusive interview, Jung Il-woo broke his silence with a sentence that's now burning through social media. I realized I never looked at anyone the way I looked at her. That's all it took. One sentence to turn a decade of friendship into the love story of the year. He shared that it wasn't a big dramatic moment, no confession, no romantic trip, just a sick day, a bowl of tteokbokki, and Dara sitting by his side. She didn't say much. She didn't need to. He watched her carefully open the lid, set the food down, and smiled gently. In that moment, he said, I didn't want to spend a single future day without her. For fans who have followed both of them for years, this is the kind of story that hits like thunder on a clear day. Everyone knew they were close, but no one imagined this. Even more shocking, Dara admitted she didn't see it coming either. She always thought of him as someone I could trust, someone who knew the real me. I didn't think it was love because it was too peaceful, too natural. But now I understand. That's exactly what love should feel like. Their journey wasn't simple. Both had dated others, both had been through heartbreak, and still they always found their way back to each other. Jung Il-woo revealed that every relationship he had felt slightly off until one day he realized why. They weren't her. They didn't calm me. They didn't challenge me in the quiet way she did. Dara was always in the background of my life, like a light I didn't know I was following. So why now? Why after all these years? Because I couldn't waste another second, he said. Once I saw the truth, there was no turning back. The decision came fast, but felt completely right. There was no grand proposal, no diamond-studded ring, just a conversation on a rooftop in Seoul, the sky above them, and a silent understanding that this was it. The wedding was private, deeply private, held in Jeju Island under the cherry blossoms. Only 30 guests were invited. No paparazzi, no press. Dara wore a simple ivory dress. Jung Il-woo a pale gray suit. There was no celebrity couple spectacle, just raw emotion. One guest later shared, I've never seen Il-woo look so vulnerable. The way he looked at her, it was like he was finally breathing. Now, the internet is exploding. Fans are uncovering old footage, interviews where they laughed just a little too easily, looked at each other a little too long, or finished each other's sentences like it was instinct. Every clip feels like a puzzle piece suddenly falling into place. "They've been in love forever," one fan tweeted. "We just didn't see it." Another wrote, "This is the most beautiful love story I've ever witnessed." And it doesn't stop there. Messages of support are pouring in from fellow celebrities. CL, Dara's 21N bedmate, wrote on Instagram, "You've always followed your heart. This time, your heart led you home." Lee Min-ho, Jung-woo's longtime friend, reportedly teared up at the ceremony and gave a toast that left everyone speechless. But the real story is what happens after the vows. When asked what kind of husband he wants to be, Jung-woo answered softly, "I want to be her peace, the way she's always been mine." Dara added, "I want to wake up every day knowing I chose someone who saw me, truly saw me, even when I didn't see myself." This isn't just another celebrity marriage. This is different. This is what happens when two people take their time, when they build a foundation without even knowing it, when love isn't rushed or dramatic or perfect, but true. And maybe that's why the world can't stop talking about it. Because in a sea of artificial headlines and curated romances, Jung Il-woo and Dara are a reminder of something real. That sometimes the greatest love stories aren't the loud ones, they're the quiet ones. The ones built in hospital rooms and late-night phone calls and forgotten text messages that meant the world. The ones that grow and wait and bloom in their own time. And now the world is watching them bloom together. But behind all the beauty of this love story, there is also pain, years of emotional hesitation, fear of losing the most important person in their lives if the timing wasn't right. Jung Il-woo admitted that he had wanted to confess years ago, but every time he looked at Dara laughing beside him so effortlessly, so comfortably, he couldn't bring himself to risk it. If she walked away, if I ruined everything we had, I couldn't live with that, so he stayed silent. And Dara, she felt the same way. "I thought maybe I was imagining things. Maybe I cared more than I should, but I couldn't let myself believe it unless he said it first." There were moments when both almost gave up, when they drifted apart, busy with careers, promotions, dramas, concerts, but somehow fate pulled them back. I'd go months without seeing her, and suddenly I'd get a call at midnight, her voice just saying, "Are you okay?" And I would be. Dara echoed that sentiment. "He was always my safe place. I just didn't know that your safe place can also be your forever." Their families, it turns out, had sensed it long before they did. Dara's older brother once joked, "If you don't marry Il-woo, you'll regret it." At the time, she laughed it off. Now, she realizes he saw what she couldn't admit. Jung-woo's mother, according to sources, cried tears of joy when he told her. She said she had always hoped it would be Dara. And now, fans are clinging to every detail. The way they hold hands at the airport, the bracelets they wear, matching, simple, and clearly meaningful. The Instagram captions that now seem to hold hidden messages. People are rereading everything, rewatching, refeeling the years they spent hiding in plain sight. And what shocks them most is how real it feels. This isn't a PR stunt. There was no teaser trailer for this love story, no commercial tie-in. It bloomed quietly, like them. But yet, even now with the truth out, they're not chasing headlines. There's no joint reality show, no wedding photo shoot spread in a magazine, just a simple post, a soft-tone picture of their hands intertwined, the caption reading, "Finally, always." And that was enough to break the internet. What's next for the couple? Not a grand honeymoon or luxury getaway. They've chosen to spend the first weeks of married life in the countryside, somewhere green and quiet, away from Seoul's flashing lights. "We want to enjoy the silence before the world gets too loud again," Dara said. And Jung-woo added with a smile, "She's my home now. It doesn't matter where we are." But perhaps the most moving part of their story is what Jung Il-woo said at the very end of the interview, a moment that brought tears even to the seasoned journalists interviewing him. People spend years chasing the idea of love, but love isn't something you chase. It's something you recognize when it's been beside you all along. He looked down for a second, then added, "And I almost missed it." Thank God I didn't. In a world where love feels fleeting and where stories come low faster than ever, Jung Il-woo and Dara have given people something rare. Hope. Hope that love doesn't have to be loud to be real. Hope that friendship can become something more even after years. Hope that sometimes waiting is worth it. They've written a story not with grand gestures or viral trends, but with patience, quiet loyalty, and the kind of deep connection that doesn't fade under pressure. And now, millions around the world are watching with hearts full, knowing they've just witnessed something pure. This is not just a celebrity marriage, this is a modern day fairy tale written in the simplest of ways, with trust, timing, and a love that was always meant to be. And somehow, we all feel lucky to be part of it.